Hi there, today we're making some peach barbecue sauce. I'm taking advantage of this big bowl of peaches and I'm gonna put up some peach barbecue sauce. Now I am going to can mine today, but you don't have to can this. You can absolutely put this in the freezer or just use it right away. Great on pork and ribs and chicken and all things barbecue. Now I have the recipe written for a smaller batch for only 2 cups of peaches, but I'm going to at least double that today, if not more. So you want peeled peaches and finely diced, and 2 to 4 cups, depending on how much you want to make. So here we are ready to cook this. Now you can absolutely do this in your slow cooker 2 to 3 hours. I'm kind of going to do it on the stove today, and then it'll be done in about 30 minutes. This is a heaping 4 cups of peaches. I've got my pan going here. I'm going to do just a little extra virgin olive oil because I'm going to saute some onions. And we're just going to give those a minute to soften up. So once my onions get softened, I'm going to add 3 to 6 cloves of garlic and just give that a minute. And next we can start adding everything in. I'm going to add all of those peaches. Now in the recipe for 2 cups, it's a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And I'm a little reluctant to jump this all the way up to a cup. I don't want it too runny. So I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup. I can always come back and add more. And that recipe also calls for 1/3 cup brown sugar. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do that other 1/3 cup with molasses, just because molasses adds so much depth to your barbecue sauces. And then I'm going to add, for this big batch, 2 cups of tomato sauce. I'm going to do 4 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce and about 4 tablespoons Dijon mustard. Optional, you could do dried mustard powder as well. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of paprika. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon chili powder, and then I'm going to do a teaspoon of ground ginger. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper. Now I want to simmer this for 25-30 minutes. I want everything soft and broken down, and I really want to do it without the cover on so that it will thicken up. If you put a cover on it, the steam is going to keep it from thickening up. I would advise if you've got a screen or something like that, because you know barbecue sauces, spaghetti sauces, they tend to pop all over the place. So I'm going to put this to simmer. All right, so I'm going to let this simmer, and while that's simmering, I'm going to get my water bath set up. So actually I've been about 40 minutes here, and it feels nice and thick. And I'm going to take my immersion blender to it. So I want to taste it. This is the time that I can adjust the seasoning if I need to. I don't think so. I think I like it just the way it is. It just sparks a perfect balance between sweet and there's not too much heat to it at all. So I'm leaving it just like it is. So if you find yourself with a lot of extra peaches, whip up some peach barbecue sauce. You can put this in the freezer, and just like always, if you're freezing it or put it in the refrigerator, make sure it comes to room temperature. I am going to can mine today. You can water bath can this. Have all of the instructions for however you want to do it over on the website. Thanks for being here today, guys. See you later.